Welcome back to the John and Linetia show.
Linetia, you've been watching the NBA playoffs?
I have.
The finals?
I have. Go Spurs! Go Spurs! I'm sorry, that's a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to take the heat down so bad.
Right, you
I
and
do.
most of the country.
Most of the country, yes, except for the people from Florida.
Right.
I have one friend who's a Heat fan here.
Yeah?
And she's been getting a lot of harassment on Facebook.
Oh.
It's funny.
So I guess during Game 3 of this series, which is the first game in San Antonio, the Spurs had an 11-year-old boy sing the national anthem.
Yes. Such a cute little boy.
Yeah?
Too. Yes.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Well, I see a lot of people did see it.
Yeah.
Because they seem to have wanted to make negative comments about this.
Mm-hmm.
The young man, great singer. Alas, while he was singing the national anthem, he also had on a mariachi suit.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Which is kind of the regional kind of almost preferred music. You know? I mean, like, you know, you go to Detroit and there's a lot of hip-hop going on. I lived in San Antonio for 3 years.
Okay.
You know, they'll call it Tejano music.
Okay.
You know, you could say, I mean, the mariachi is a variation type, but yeah, it's pretty big down there.
So, the guy has on a mariachi suit, which is something tradition, and he's singing the national anthem. Some people thought that this wasn't American enough.
Well, I think ultimately what we really got here is you've got social media and you've got people who basically are idiots or racists or, you know, don't know what the hell they're doing, and they just go to Twitter and they start spouting off. So,
they decided, people in the Twitter sphere, Facebook sphere, decided that they were going to go ahead and say all these negative things about this young man. You know, a lot of negative, racist, Mexican.
Sure. Who's this
jokes.
illegal? Who's this Mexican?
Right.
You know, all this stuff.
Snuck in the country. You know, I can't believe he's, you know, in this suit and Mexican hat dance and all this stupid stuff. You know, I thought that we lived in America where we lived in the quote-unquote melting pot. Well, we have here an array of people who are supposed to live in harmony in this country. We have all types of people here.
Yeah, but we also got lots and lots of haters.
I don't know if I'm going to call them haters.
No, a lot of people who just hate. A lot of people who can't stand things, and if you're not like them, it's, you know, it's basically somebody who will look at a kid who is got basically ethnically, you know, Mexican, who's born in the United States, who speaks probably better English than a lot of these idiots on Twitter, okay, who just happens to kind of dress in a fashion that actually fits with the city,
right?
You know, who lives in a state that was part of Mexico when the United States was formed.
Right.
That was part of its own country, you know, in the early days of the United States. Okay. You know, ultimately you got people who basically just look at it and go, oh, look at this Mexican kid, must be illegal. You know?
I just have to shake my head every time I hear something so stupid and ignorant in my life.
Yeah, you doing the SMH?
I am doing the SMH right here on our podcast. Come on, people!
Yeah.
Can you find something else to do with your freaking time?
No, you know what it is? It's got everything to do with people just have no filter online or in social media. And so they will post, and it's funny, you'll hear things and you get these big scandals and people will post something hateful or something hurtful or something ridiculous on Twitter, and then it comes out and then they're like, oh, the tweet was deleted, or then it'll come out that, oh, the account was disabled. That'll be the next thing.
Right.
You know.
That reminds me, speaking of account disabled, remember the Cheerios incident, where Cheerios put the commercial out with the cute little mixed race girl. Well, it looked like it was a mixed race girl. And she had a Caucasian mother and an African American father. Mm-hmm. And Cheerios had to disable the comment section on their site.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because it was on, especially on YouTube and all of that.
Right. With these racist people who are talking about, oh, this is insulting, blah, 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 blah. What? This is America. Date who you want, marry who you want. Why does it matter? This is a situation where people blatantly said, thank you, Cheerios, for having something that looks like my household.
There you go.
And this was a problem.
Yeah, well, it's a problem because the thing is that in urban areas we're a lot more enlightened than the rest of the country. You know, when you get, especially rural areas and smaller cities, when you don't have much of an ethnic kind of breakdown, you get people that all of a sudden get offended by these things.
John, I can't use that anymore. I just cannot use that. Yeah, this is the year 2013.
No, we're only a couple of generations away from slavery.
We have an African-American president.
Yeah.
Who is, let me remind people, of mixed heritage.
Right. He's from Kenya.
And his mother is Irish. What the heck? What the heck? I don't understand. I just don't understand.
I don't know why
Can we please replace hate with love, people?
It's not going to happen to everybody.
Well, it should.
Well, it should. It should, but
how long do we have to go through this?
You can't
How long do little 11-year-old boys have to pick up
stuff? Good. You cannot force people to be good people. You know, and you know the consequence of living in a free society is, you know, having to put up with this kind of crap. Now, granted, what you can do is, you know, like a lot of websites do, you know, they'll take all of these tweets and they will post them for perpetuity. They will keep them online, and people's names and their photos and their Twitter handles are going to be associated with a bunch of hate speech.
Yeah.
For you know, for as long as you can search it on the internet.
You can't really delete anything off the internet.
And it's fine. You know, you go ahead and you know, put out your hate. You know, spew your vitriol and all of that. But you know what? Eventually, it's going to come back at you, and then years from you'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for what I said." Well, you know, you were an asshole when you said it.
It's just so sad.
Yeah.
It's just so sad to me, and I just want to keep stressing. If you have a problem with things that are going on in this country, you have a problem with the people here, you have a problem with anything else, why do you stay here?
Yeah, move to Syria.
Move someplace else where you feel like you'll be more happy.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to the John and Linetia Show.